Our GMA cover story, our series Tug of War, Schools versus Smartphones. As schools across the country enact new guidelines, it often falls on teachers to make them work, many sharing their ideas and their frustrations. 2020 co-anchor Deb Roberts is here with the story. Good morning, Deb.
Good morning, George. And frustration is the key word. For teachers, especially those in our high schools, this conversation about distractions caused by cell phones in classrooms is long overdue. Many are welcoming new restrictions, but they'll tell you the struggle is real.
With schools across the country grappling with the presence of cell phones, a patchwork of guidelines and policies have surfaced, varying from state to state, even school to school. New York City Mayor Eric Adams calling phones the #1 distraction as officials try to manage cell phone restrictions in the nation's largest school district.
We want to get it right. We want to remove any distraction from our children.
Many educators sharing that complaint. According to one study, more than 70% of high school teachers blame cell phones for interfering with lessons being taught in the classroom.
We were losing hours and hours and hours of instruction time.
As school districts struggle to find a common-sense solution, teachers are taking to social media to share ideas.
In order for them to get their phone back, they need to put the calculator back in the pocket.
If I'm teaching, your phone needs to be flipped over.
And frustrations.
What we're doing now is not working.
My school has absolutely no phone policy. It is the wild, wild west out here.
All right, it's Rutherford here. I want to give you a lecture today about water, but really it's about life.
Mitchell Rutherford taught biology for 12 years in Arizona and says he grew exhausted by distracted students on their phones.
It's demoralizing for teachers to just constantly be fighting against this distraction and for kids to constantly be fighting against this thing that just drains the life out of them.
Yet he found ways to engage with his students on cell phones when they first returned to the classroom after online learning.
But it seemed very drastically and suddenly in the last year that the bad outweighed the good. It no longer was a tool that was really useful. It was just like constant distraction.
Finally, Rutherford decided to quit teaching.
It's hard to even inspire a kid to care about your subject or, want to do well in the class when they just have this easy out.
He's using his experience to call for broader action.
I do think cell phone bans from legislation are the way to go to fix something from the top down that is a problem for all of our schools, all of our society, would have made a supremely positive impact on me, my classroom of students, and every other student there.
Rutherford feels so passionately he's working in his state of Arizona pushing for statewide restrictions on cell phones in schools. But some teachers argue that rather than just banning the phones altogether, teachers should help their students learn how to use them responsibly since they are growing up in a digital age. So this is a conversation that is going to go on for a while. Guys?
Sure is. Okay, Deb, thanks very much.